I don't know where to even begin, so I'll start at the very beginning. It was a nippy December evening in the year 2002. I was crying because, well, for good reason, I had just been brought into the world. The landscape of video games in early 2007 was very different to how they are now. It was absolutely ridiculous. Halo was still on top of the FPS genre. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare had gained the respect of many with its compelling story. Ubisoft had just kicked off their new franchise called, Assassin's Creed. Times were completely different compared to today's modern era of whatever this is. Today, the landscape of video games is filled with companies just trying to make a quick buck using microtransactions to sell you a $10 emote. My biggest complaint with today's gaming culture is a lack of passion, and it seems that all any of these companies think about is, how can I leverage the most amount of money out of our fans, and not, how can we impact the hearts of our fans? Even in today's marketing for video games, it feels shallow and uninspired, oftentimes trying to sell you on the new Attack on Titan bundle. Nothing really feels like there's passion or creativity in these trailers. Even most movie trailers don't have an ounce of swagger or identity. Which brings me to the topic of today's video. Yes, today we will be taking a look back at the greatest trailer ever made. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I was on Halo 3's hype train, because the truth is I wasn't. I was too busy playing with trains and eating Betty Crocker Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. But even to this day, when I watch this trailer, it gets me plugging. It makes me want to stop making this video, grab Halo 3, and pop it into the old Xbox 360. Ah, the good old days. But why is this trailer so great? And why do I still get giddy every time I watch it? Earlier, I talked about how the landscape was very different in 2007. After some extensive research about the gaming culture back then, I gotta say, it looks fantastic. A lot of the base of the culture back then revolved around the evolving multiplayer. Online gaming started to revolutionize the gaming genre. The best example was Halo 3's new and improved online multiplayer system. Ubisoft hadn't become greedy with money yet. Bungie was still making great, compelling Halo games. Are you starting to see a pattern? Video game companies still had a passion to create games that impacted the hearts of their fans. They weren't releasing titles just to see how much money they could milk from them. They, being the companies, still weren't afraid of taking risks and to experiment with what worked and what didn't. So that brings me to my next point. Halo 3's marketing. The marketing for Halo 3 was insane. You had trailers like Starry Night and Believe. Starry Night was badass because it got you excited to play as Master Chief again. But Believe was different. At first glance, it looks more like an anti-war movie, showing us and giving us a more grounded, emotional, and sad reality of all the Marines within this trailer. The advert opens up with a UNSC Marine as he has his head down on the butt of his assault rifle. Next, we get a shot of a group of Marines. The look of terror on their faces says it all, as the camera pans down the group of soldiers. The cinematography of this 1-minute ad is so good. And it's crazy that every figure was carefully crafted and manipulated by hand. You can feel the passion behind this piece of art. You can see how much Bungie paid attention to the detail. The music is absolutely amazing. As the ad continues, we get more shots of the ongoing battle. The music starts to slow, and we get one of the final shots. We see a brute chieftain holding up Master Chief, obviously defeated. But as the camera zooms to the Master Chief, we come face to face. He looks up at us with a plasma grenade in hand, about to explode. Then, the screen cuts to black, and all we are left with is the word, Believe. You can feel the passion and inspiration behind this 1-minute advertisement. Bungie really cared about the fan base that was supporting these games. The raw emotion behind this ad just tells you all you need to know without uttering a single word. I believe that this ad is not just telling the viewer to believe, but to everyone who is down and out and feels that everything in their life is going south. This 60-second advert doesn't just inspire hope, it makes you believe.